Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mofasa's book readings. My name is Julia, and we're continuing on the book that we had already began with, and that is the third alternative. I'm so excited. It's a new week, and we're finding more readings. So last week we had began on the second chapter, and it is divided into three segments. And today we'll be starting off with the first segment, that is the principle of synergy, and we will resume to the readings. Okay, the principle of synergy. We get the third alternative through the process called synergy. Synergy is what happens when 1 plus 1 equals 10, or 100, or even 1,000. It's the mighty result when two or more respectful human beings determine together to go beyond their preconceived ideas to meet a great challenge. It's about the passion, the energy, the ingenuity, the excitement of creating a new reality that is far better than the old reality. Synergy is not the same as compromise. In a compromise, 1 plus 1 equals 1 and 1 at half, 1 and a half at best. Everyone loses something. Synergy is not just resolving a conflict. When we get to synergy, we transcend the conflict. We go beyond it to something new, something that excites everyone with a fresh promise and transforms the future. Synergy is better than my way or your way. It's our way. Synergy is an idea almost no one understands. One reason for this is that it's been cheapened by widespread misuse. In business, synergy is often cynically used as a nice word for mergers or acquisitions that take place just to boost the stock price. In my experience, if you want to make someone's eyes roll, just throw the word synergy at them. That's because most people have never really experienced a moderate degree of synergy. And if they ever hear the word spoken, it's often by manipulators who distort the idea. As a friend said, when I hear the word synergy used by people wearing suits, I know my retirement fund is in danger. People don't just trust this word. Their leaders have scripted them into defensive mindsets, into believing that all the talk about creative, collaborative, cooperative synergy is just a code for here's a new way for us to exploit you. And minds on the defensive are neither creative nor cooperative. Yet synergy is the miracle. It is all around us. It is a fundamental principle at work throughout the natural world. Redwood trees intermingle their roots to stand strong against the wind and grow to incredible heights. Green algae and fungus united into lichen colonize and thrive on the bare rock where nothing else will grow. Birds at a V formation can fly nearly twice as far as a lone bird because of the updraft created by flapping of their wings. If you put two pieces of wood together, they will carry exponentially more weight than each piece can bear separately. Tiny particles in a water drop together to create a snowflake, together to create a snowflake that is absolutely unlike any other snowflake. In all these cases, the whole than the sum of the parts. 1 plus 1 equals 2, except the synergistic situation. Except in a synergistic situation. For example, a machine that can exert 60,000 pounds per square inch on a bar of iron will break it. A bar of chromium of the same size will break at about 70,000. A bar of nickel will break at about 80,000. Added up, that's 210,000. Therefore, if mixed into one bar, iron, chromium, and nickel will withstand 210,000. Right? Wrong. If I mix iron, chromium, and nickel in certain proportions, the resulting bar of the metal will withstand 300,000. Subtracting 210 from the 300,000, we are left with 90 pounds of strength that seems to have appeared from nowhere. The metals together are 43% stronger than they are separately. That's synergy. This extra strength is what makes jet engines possible. The tremendous heat and pressure of a jet would melt a weaker metal. But chrome, nickel, steel can take temperatures much higher than ordinary steel can handle. The same energy principle is true in human beings. They can do things together that no one would predict based on their individual strengths. Music is a wonderful example of human synergy. Rhythms, melodies, harmonies, and individual styles combine to create textures, richness, and musical depth. Musicologist tells us that for most human history, music was an improvisational art. People played and sang along together, whatever the moment called for. Writing music down in a fixed form is a recent development. Even today, some of the most compelling music, like jazz, is improvised. A musical chord is made up of several notes played at once. The notes do not lose their individual character, but together they create synergy, a harmony that single notes cannot produce. Like musical notes, synergistic people do not lose their identity. They combine their strengths with the strength of others to produce a result of far greater than anything either could achieve alone. In sports, harmony, it's called chemistry. Great sports teams enjoy the kind of synergy or chemistry that can beat other teams made up of showboating grandstanders with more talented individuals, but no synergy. You can't foretell, based on the athletic skills of each player, how the team will turn out. The performance of a great team far surpasses the sum of the individual skills of the players. The supreme example of human synergy, of course, the family. Every child is a third alternative, a distinctive human being endowed with capabilities that never existed before and will never be duplicated. Those capabilities cannot be predicted by adding up the capability of the parents. The particular combination of the human endowments in the child is unique in the universe. And the creative potential of the child is exponentially great. The great Pablo Pascal said, "The child must know that he is a miracle and that since the beginning of the world, there hasn't been, and until the end of the world, there will not be another child like him." Synergy is the very essence of family. Every family member contributes a different flavor to the mix. That is where we'll end today's reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. And what really stood out for me today on today's reading is the fact that two is better than one, and the fact that we are all unique. So you can imagine if two uniques come together, they create magic. I hope you're starting this week on that note, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.